Why? Because like, I mean, yesterday I saw that like, couple of conversation that Selenium or new batch is going on. I really surprised why testing people are attending Angular, or else why .NET or Java people are attending testing. Okay, it is not required, guys, because like, learning too much unnecessary is not good. Whatever you required, you can learn that much, focus on that and get in the IT. Later, you can learn whatever you want. Because like, no single question will ask from you. I mean, no single question will never get like, from the testing. If you really want to start your career on the testing, then you can go. But otherwise, don't go. Why it is? Because again, it is 300-page books, right? Again, we read like all the theory. How much you can remember? That is where like my suggestion, but if you want to go, you can. Naresh IT, they will provide freely because like, they know how to earn. If they provide like everything free, then attending everything is not good thing, right? I'm having good experience. I never attended for rather than Angular, .NET and like advanced session. I'm attending only for that. I'm not like, deviating to testing or administration and all. Just, what my suggestion I'm giving based on my experience. If you wanted to be a .NET or Java developer, learn that. And this additional things like Angular or React, these are to become a full stack developer. That's it. Okay. Full stack means don't think that like, from UX to till the deployment. We have like different people who involved in each and every place. Start with the design, UX developer, UI developer, design integrator, server side developer, database developers, database administrator, and one platform to another platform to move your application. We have administrators, and I will show you that even in one job posting, IAS administrator jobs. See, these are the people like who will move your application from one environment to another environment. We have a separate job postings for that. Developer will never do that one. Hardly developer can move the code from dev environment to the QA. That's it. But if that code is moving into the QA to the production, then definitely we should have a separate developer. Separate person is required. Those are Microsoft IAS administrator, cloud IAS, cloud administrator, technical support engineer, senior system administrator, ServiceNow, system administrator. Okay. So that's my suggestion. DevSecOps also not considered as important. Nothing, man. Like, I'm not sure. Like, I'm telling you, like, frankly, one thing. If you are a .NET developer, okay, learn C#. Okay. After that, ASP.NET, this is only for interview point of view. I don't know why the stupid guy is still asking the questions from ASP.NET, because right now the market is on .NET Core, not on .NET Framework. But still, I don't know why people are asking still the questions on ASP.NET, but that is required only up to some extent, not everything. And after that, MVC is important. And after that, .NET Core. Okay, .NET Core is important. And when it comes to the .NET Core, again, ASP.NET, MVC Core, or else Web API. Okay, these are important. And ADO.NET is important, but we are not writing ADO.NET. ADO.NET is more faster than Entity Framework because that is a technology and Entity Framework is a tool. So tools are like, compared with the technology, tools are like, less speed always. But like ADO.NET, we have to write something more. That is where Entity Framework link you. This is important for the .NET developer. Coming to the Java, I can say that core Java, advanced Java, the program. program is important. After that, right now the market is all about Spring Boot. Spring Boot, and after that, web services. Web services is important. After that, like how you are connecting to the database, how the database is connected. Hibernate, JDBC, right? Java database connectivity and Hibernate. That is Hibernate is ORM tool, I guess, right? So those are important. Hibernate, JDBC, first priority give for the JDBC and then give for Hibernate. Anything else you learned in Java? These are only, right? Okay, these are enough for the Java developer. But if you wanted to become a full stack developer, either .NET full stack or Java full stack developer, okay, for full stack developer, additionally what you can do is you can learn a basics of at least somehow, not like extreme level, some knowledge on HTML, CSS, JavaScript or jQuery, and then either you can go with Angular or you can go with React. And also database. One database programming, either if you are a .NET developer, SQL Server, and if you are a Java developer, Oracle. According to me, if you wanted to become a full stack developer, learn like this. Or else you wanted to become like, pure server side developer, learn like, only these things. And then apart from that, DevOps or testing, okay, these are not required. Even they provided for free also, don't attend. It's time waste process for you only. In that 2 hours of the time, you can practice like, your core area. Okay, you started like, learning the testing. What testing? It's a manual testing, right? Manual only, right? But in the company right now, it's all about automation. Manual is outdated. Mostly it was outdated. Only the legacy project, we have the manual testing. Automation is currently ruling the market. In automation, Selenium. You people think that Java, we can write the Selenium test cases. That's okay. But like which position you are applying then? Tell me. Are you applying for testing position? No. No. Again, why no? Why no? Because of salary only, man. Testers will get the salary experience into 1.5. Developers will get the salary experience into 3 right now as per the market. 2 years you have the development experience, 2 into 3, 6 lakh per annum. Same 2 years testing experience if you have, 2 into 1.5, 3 lakh per annum. That is where like we all wants to become a developers, right? Then why again the testing? But it's up to you. Just it's an offline, maybe. You can think that it is an offline discussion between you and me. Okay, I'm not exaggerating that like, testing is bad. Testing is good, but not required for the developers. That is my intention. Instead of that time, you can spend really good time on Angular or Java or .NET. Then definitely that makes you like good difference. Okay, because I saw some postings on WhatsApp group yesterday. That is where. Okay, leave about it. Now coming to our if you want to learn like, in Naresh IT, all the courses, then it will take 2 years. It's a kind of degree only. Because see, one thing is like wherever you go, that's business, obviously. Right? Sir, we have, simple example, let's say we have 2 restaurants. 2 restaurants are like, good in quality and everything. If someone like, they provide some offer, definitely everybody will go to there only, right? Like that here in Amirpet. Right. Sorry. Coming back to this one yesterday, we completed up to some extent. Let me check where we are exactly. I'll run my application NGS -o -project is equal to what it is, Flipkart app. Flipkart app I can say, and click on OK. Arey, why we are not getting today? API is down, I guess. Sometimes, like, you know, their servers are completely down because it's an open source. If you are not getting the data, okay, fine, I'm getting the data. Now you see we do have the category as well. Suppose if your service is down, how you will understand? If you are not getting the data, always don't blame that service is down. Maybe your code also sometimes it falls, right? So how you come to know means you can simply right click and go to that inspect. In the inspect menu, if you can open the network tab, okay, the network tab will show you, like, you know, how what items we are getting. If you can just restart your application one more time, now you see it will connect with that and get all that items that are required for us. Now still you see there is no call happening to them. That is where, like, it is not giving any data to me. But once if there is a call is going to be happen, then you can see there. Am I able to get all the data here or not? You can see here, right? Is it visible to all? That is where, like, you know, the network tab is helpful for us. Okay, network tab is going to be internally, if your application is connecting with some third party resources, then the third party is available or not. How you will understand that? You can find it in the network tab, and it will give you the HTTP status codes, and HTTP status codes are going to be, we have 1012 and we have around 504 or something. Okay, 100 is for one purpose, 200 means it's a success, 300 means it's a redirection, and 400 means client is not supported, and when I say about 500, server is not supported. Like that, we have HTTP status code, and based upon that, like, you know, it will be, right now you see we have 200 here, right? 200 means it's a success, so that it will get that particular images, and this is the tab. And this total, whatever you people are seeing here, this place what we call it as developer tools. Okay, these are not used by that end user. I will show you like how to debug that Angular application in one session, don't worry. But this is what we call it as developer tools. Maybe I can explain you now itself. Now here, this is a console where you can get like anything. If you can write it in the console.log, you will be getting it here. If something is happened within your application where you're not able to understand it, development time, if you are getting some error, that is what we call it as compilation error or not. Yes or no? If there is a compilation error, the application will not run. Suppose if there is no compilation error, now you can see, now we can see here, if we can write something, okay, then you can get it over here, console.log. Otherwise, like, let's say in this program, maybe what I can do, I am removing this one, HTTP. Yes, I am removing. Am I getting any error here? Am I getting any error here? Tell me. Definitely will never get any error, because it is a string formatted input. String will not, consider that particular one, so that you can't get the data. Then at that time, you can right click and go to that inspect. In the console, you can see there, fetch API cannot load HTTPS, something like that. You can see that. Am I able to get that exceptions or not? All that exceptions you will be getting over here. Okay, you can get like, you know, some descriptive data, or else any exception that comes to here, that is also coming over here. Now when I give HTTPS and save that application, now Angular is started and it is able to get the data over here. So like that it is, that is the console. Element section is used to append the styles generally. Suppose let's say this is the one. Now I'm going to select this particular one, and what are all the styles are appended for this one. You can observe here. Maybe I can write, okay, element style. Now you can see card image top is that one. You can see that. Am I selected or not? Now you can see border left radius, border right radius. If you wanted to add any other style, maybe let's say border is going to be some around 10 pixel if I am giving, and say okay, then automatically it comes with that particular border over there. Now after that, if you refresh, then it will go. After, if you can refresh, then it will definitely go. Just for the testing purpose, what properties needs to be applied. Suppose let's say I'll select the flip card. This is the H2, right? Yes or no? H2. And I wanted to add some styles over there. Element style. What styles you wanted to add? Let's say I'm going to give some color as going to be red. Now you can see Flipkart will be in the red color or not? Yes or no? And at the same time, I am writing, let's say font, okay, family is going to be font family. Maybe I'll say font family Segoyu UI or something. Okay, serif if I am giving. Now you see, am I getting the different font or not? So all these are like, for the testing purpose, because CSS properties, until unless you execute it on the browser, you cannot understand how to give. That is where first you can design, later you can test over here, like how the look is going to be. It is completely like, the live. Suppose maybe I can say font hyphen variant I can give. Maybe I can say all small caps and inherit. Okay. Maybe I can give like this. Now you can see Flipkart all in capital letters. Now once if you can refresh, then everything will gone again. Now you can prepare here and copy the styles and keep it in your application. Understand? So for that testing, we will be using which section? Element section. All these are developer tools which are required only for the developer, not for the end user. And the second one is what? Console. Console is gives you some information messages, or else it gives you some exception messages as well. And the next one we are having sources, and this is the place where you can keep the breakpoint and you can see the line by line execution. Now you can see here we are having what? Control plus P, which is used to open the file. I'll give Control P here. Now which file you wanted to open? I'll be opening app dot, let's say component dot ts file I'll open. Now I'm going to have a breakpoint on ng on in it, and then load categories, and maybe let's say get product, and you see toggle button, I'll be adding that. Okay. Now you see this time when I restart my application, now you see which one is called first? ng on in it or not? Yes or no? Now press F10. It will go there and execute it and get the data. After that, you see it go there and execute that and get the product. And after that, you see it is going to display that particular data. You can see there. You can see each and every time wherever you have the code, it will get the first item and then next item. Like that, it will display second item, third item. Okay, fourth item is going to be, and the fifth item is going to be. If you can just click on here, then automatically everything will get loaded once. Okay, to do the debugging, like line by line, if you wanted to see, there we can go with what? Sources tag is available. Network is going to be, suppose if you are having any external links, if you provided, like in our case, we have what? Fake store API is available. There I provided some link, right? Whether that links are going to be executed it in a proper way or not. To identify that, we have the network and performance memory application. I'll explain you later. But these four are used by the developer mostly. Okay. leave about it. But okay, this is how it is. We have what the category here. We have, and also I have implemented something like this cart items here, and I provided like some functionality kind of toggle where I can display the list of items that are purchased by the user over there. And at the same time, whenever like if user has selected, then I just wanted to add that particular items into the cart also. That is what my requirement. So to do that one, what I want to do is let me go to the HTML first of all, and then we created like the rate and count, and after that let's have the div and this div. After this, I'll have another div over here, and this is going to be, let's say, card footer, that what I can say. And at the same time, I'll be having a button where it is going to be BTN, and after that BTN hyphen primary, that what I am using. Okay, primary, that what I can give, and the width is going to be some around 100, that what I can say. Okay, and then I'll be giving like the name of the button, maybe like in the span tag I'll be using bootstrap icon dot, let's say bootstrap icon hyphen cart hyphen 4 pixel cart 4, I guess cart 4, that what I can give. Now whenever if someone click on here, let's say I'm going to write add to cart, I can say, and based on what the index that what we are having, so that what I can do, I'll be getting that item. Maybe I can give item dot ID, that what I can give. I'm passing item dot ID. Now I'm going to create like the new implementation over here. Let's say public item cart, maybe item which is of type number. ID is of type number, definitely. So this is how it is going to. Now you can see this is how like the design is. Every button we have like like this. When user click on here, then I wanted to add that items into the cart. And when user select the category, why the category is not loading here? Okay. When user select it, then I can display only that item, but that code I haven't written. Hi sir, Angular applications are responsive by default. These guys are not changed. Angular applications are not responsive. Responsive means based on the screen size, it will get adjusted. And in order to do that one, we use the Bootstrap or CSS. Bootstrap and CSS is different. Angular is different. Okay, Angular is not like a responsive web. If someone tells you like don't blindly listen it, responsiveness comes only when you are using either CSS media query, or you can go with the Bootstrap. Only if you can have these two, or else in Angular, if you wanted to get it as responsive, then we have a separate framework for that. That is what we call it as Material UI is available. Angular Material UI. Okay, Material UI Angular. Angular is available. And if you can use this, then only that application is going to be responsive. Otherwise, that is not pure Angular. If you can use, that is not a responsive web. Okay, keep that in mind. I hope it's clear for you. Khan. Okay, leave about it. Okay, fine. Now this is the way that what I have built, and at the same time, what I want to do is, I'm going to have where I'm having like the category changed, and after that, happy holidays, everything, and we have the main, and maybe I'll be having delete items also. I'm added. Okay, when user has done this, after that we have the buttons. Okay, toggle cart items, and then it is done. Okay, and after that we have the section, and in that section we have the category, and that item we have the preview and remove item. Very good. So we have everything almost we done with like the design part. The next one is going to be one by one. We will start working with the application related. Now you see, if I come to this part, when user click on this one, then I need to get that particular item, and then that item will be added to the cart, right? That is my requirement or not. Now to do this one, if you can see, I added a function that is item cart, and based on that ID, am I able to find that item or not? Yes or no? Yes or no? Because if you can see, when it comes to here, the fake store API, if you can open it, and you can see we have an API which will give you the product detail over here clearly. Suppose if I'm giving one here, then I'm able to get the first product. If I'm giving two, am I able to get the second product details or not? At the same time, if I'll be giving, let's say 3, I'm able to get what? The third product detail. If I'll be giving 4, then fourth product detail is going to be. That means whenever if user has selected this one, what I'm sending additionally, I'm sending here, you can see there, whenever user click on the add button here, I'm sending what? That particular item ID. If I'm giving that ID to here, then am I able to get the product details or not? Yes or no? Now that is what my requirement. And that detail, what I want to do, I wanted to add it to the cart items. Now you can see, I created a variable over here, and the name of the variable is going to be cart item, and the type is going to be what here? Product details type. That means user can add one item, or user may add multiple items also. That's up to them, right? Yes or no? That's all your choice, that you can select one item or you can select multiple item. So for that reason, what I can do, I'm going to write like, the fetch API one more time. Fetch. Now here I have like, the URL something like this, and I'm giving that URL. Instead of giving the 4 over here, what I can do, I am giving the item. Understood? Understood this one? Tell me, when I am giving item, if user has clicked on first item, then we'll get the first one, second item, like that. And then what I want to do, I just want to do add this particular item. Then first of all, whatever the response we are getting, or else whatever the data we are getting, I'm converting into the JSON format. That is the first. And after that, I'm using then here, and then I'm getting the data goes to, okay. Now whatever the data we are having, I'm going to add that particular item to this place. That means cart item. So that what I can do, how I can add this dot, we have what? Cart items dot. It's an array. Array will contain the method that is the push method. Array is having a method that is push method, and then I'm going to pass the data. At the same time, if one item is added to the cart, then the cart value is also getting incremented, right? Here, this number is also getting changed or not? Yes or no? Very good. So that what I can do, how can I change this dot? We have cart item count is equal to this dot cart item count. Okay, cart item count plus 1 I can say. Okay, otherwise what you can do, otherwise what you can do is, this is not good thing, because instead of doing that, anyhow this cart items is an array, so that I can get the length also, or else count, if I am using count is not there. Okay, maybe you can give the length, and here what I can do, this dot cart items count equal to whatever the length we are having at that time, I can give that particular length. That is also fine. And at the same time, now I am just writing a simple alert message, and what I can do, I am going to just display the data over here. Maybe I can say data dot title I can give. Okay, plus added to cart. Now you can see, just let's save and then come back here. Fetch call one more time instead of passing ID. We cannot pass that item. No, we cannot pass. We don't have an API to get like that. So that is the reason. When user click on here, now you see this item is added to the cart. Now the count is 1 or not? Yes or no? Now if you can just come back here, I added a ring. Now you see this is going to be added to the cart. When I come back here, I'll be selecting a jacket and maybe you can just click on here, that is going to be added. Now in my cart total, how many items are there? 3 items. Now 3 items that you can find it here. Right? Now if you can just click on here, then 3 items are left. When user click on here, am I able to see like, the 3 items here or not? Now again, the next functionality is going to be, if someone has removed it, when I click on here, I have to remove that item from the cart, and at the same time, I'll be reducing this particular count. So where I need to write, for that reason, you can see, coming to the code, we have a method that is remove item, and based on what? The index. I'm going to remove that item based on the index that what we are having, and I just wanted to remove it. So where it is going to be remove the cart item based on the index. So how I can do that one? I'll be asking before, like whenever if you're going to delete anything, we will be asking for the confirmation. So that is the reason where flag equal to confirm. Do you want to remove from cart? Okay. Do you want to remove from the cart? And suppose, let's say, if the flag value is going to be true, I'll be writing if flag equal to, let's have the true, then what I can do? The items are available in the cart items array or not? Now I can remove it. So which method is going to be used then? Which method is going to be used then? Tell me, for removing that item. This dot cart items dot splice method is available, which will be used to remove an element. Okay, splice is used to remove that element, and it is expecting to give the start number. The start number is what? Nothing but the index that what I am getting from there, and how many elements you want to delete. I am going to delete how many elements? Only one. And at the same time, this dot cart item count equal to this dot cart items dot, we have what? Length property. I am giving like this. That's it. And save it. And then you can just come back here. Now you see right now we don't have anything. Don't expect that Shrikant, earlier we added 3, but we never stored it in anywhere, right? Yes or no? Because browser is kind of Gazini, because it works on HTTP protocol. Even though here we don't have anything, you can observe that. I will show you. You can see there, it is working on a protocol that is what? HTTP, and HTTP is a stateless protocol. Stateless in the sense, state means what? State means what? Data. State is nothing but currently available data. Whenever the application is refreshed, it won't maintain that particular data. That is where we call it as a stateless protocol. To maintain the state, we use what? Local storage or session storage. Like that, we have different concepts are available. Otherwise, in general, what people will do is they will send that particular data to the backend. They maintain it on the database. And apart from that, we have a separate framework is available. That is what we call it as NGRX is available. NGRX is available. Okay, I will show you. RxJS is different, guys. Don't confuse. I don't want to confuse you, but this is not much important. NGRX is available. NGRX is a popular solution in Angular ecosystem. if you are building a complex web application with sophisticated state management, characteristics of need of RxJS, NGRX or many user interaction and multiple data source, it is a good choice if the state should be accessed by many components and services. That means if you wanted to maintain a state particularly, then NGRX is the state management technique. I hope you guys know about session state, application state in your web application, right? Don't you know? Session state, I hope everyone it is common. Every developer, web developer, sessions are common, application states are common, storing the data in the database is common. Those are common for every developer. Mostly we will be using it, but additionally at browser level, if you wanted to maintain, then browser also provides you the session state that you can find it in that application tab. You can see in the application tab, we have what session storage is there, and then local storage is available. See this, right? We have both or not. There also you can maintain the data, but anyhow, leave about it. Because of that reason only, we are not getting the data. Now I am going to add one product, and after that, I am going to add the second product here. And when user click on here, I am able to get that particular item. And when users say delete, then I am going to delete. You can see, do you want to remove from the cart? I'll say yes, so that it gets removed over there. Clear na? Clear everyone? Now you see, for any operation I am performing, my page is not refreshed. If you can observe clearly, I'm adding an item here, right? Now you can add another item. Now you can see, is my page is refreshed here? When I deleted it over there, I'll just click on delete. Do you want to delete that item from the cart? Yes, I want to remove. When I deleted it, it get deleted here and the count is changed here. But is my page is refreshed here? No, it was not refreshed. That is the importance of Angular. Angular will never make unnecessary calls to the servers. When the application is loaded, whenever if you are interacting with the server, then only that Angular, any application will be loaded. But here, already I have all the data with me. Then why should I again connect with the server? Major things we can do it like, at front end itself. Majority of the things you can do at front end, because it is not going to be refreshed. Once if everything is done, then user wants to purchase really, then he will make the payment. Once if user makes the payment, then what happen? I'll send all these items to the database until unless it is not required, right? Generally, like everybody, how they are doing the shopping. Suppose if you want to do a shopping on Azure or Myntra, first we will select like, different items, right? We'll add all that items to the cart. And once we open the cart, whatever we feel better, we will be taking that and then we'll use it. And till that time, if my cart is having, let's say 20 items, it is not required to store the 20 items on the DB. Understood? So that is how, but in practical, like we are storing it, and based on that only, it will show you like, the relevant items also. That is also possible, but it's all depend on the business requirement. It's not for us, but this is how it is going to be. This is how like, the delete functionality. Now, one functionality which is pending here is based on the category, we have to load only that particular data. How we can do that one? So to do that one, remove and add. Did you join late? Okay. Now you can see the next one, and one thing which is pending here, that is what? Category. Okay, category is changed. Once if the category is changed here, you see, then I'm going to display that particular data over here, right? If user has selected electronics, the electronics member, jewelry, jeweler, men's clothing, that, women's clothing, that particular one. Now what I want to do, now once if it is changed or selected over here, we have to get that particular item display. Now to do that one, what I just want to do, we are able to get like, the category here, and then I'm going to write if the category name, Directly I can. Otherwise, what I can do is I can use a fetch API. I can use the fetch API. I hope we have an API for that, right? Based on category also we have an API. Okay, this API. I'll be using this API now. Now I'm going to use fetch and the URL. In place of jewelry, I'm going to give what? I'm giving what? Category name that what we are having. Where is that? Category spelling mistake. Category name that what I am using, I'm just writing it over here. I'm writing like this and then what I want to do, I'm going to get the data and then converting into the JSON format. And once if it is going to be done, then what I can do, I'm going to write this particular data to where the products that what we are having, because you see categories is done and we have the product, and then what I can do, this dot products is equal to whatever the data we are having, I can get the data. Now that's it. Now you can see when I use a select electronic, I'm able to see only that electronic details, right? When users select what jewelry, I'm able to see only the jewelry product. When users select men's clothing, I'm able to see that only. When users select the women's clothing, I'm able to see only that. Now you can see electronics, jewelry, like that it is going to be. Because like here also I use the same function. If you can observe that above, when user category change, then I'm able to get like only that particular item or not. I'm passing it like this. Now this is how it is going to be. When user says home, okay, home implementation is not yet done. That means whenever, let's say, if it is going to be home, we have to unshift all. For that, what I can do is, right, we have to write like this. A small change here. Whenever user wants to load the data, okay, it's load category, get products is available. Okay, that is what load product. Where it is get products, right? I'll do a small change here, guys. I'm writing a URL which is of type string, and here what I can do is I'm going to provide the URL here, okay, and then here in the get products, I just wanted to give the URL where I can have all the products. Let me remove it. I have like all the products here. Maybe products is available so that I can give over here, get all the product. That means when my application is loaded initially, yes or not? Yes or no? At the same time, coming to category changed also. Suppose let's say if category, I'm sorry, don't delete it blindly, make it comment first. Okay, now what I can do, if the category name is equal to what is the name we have given here, you can see there all is the name. Suppose if it is going to be all, then we have to, what I can do, this dot load products, not load product, I guess get method, get products is available. How to get all? We have an API URL. This is the URL. I'll be giving this particular one over here. This is the one. Else what I can do? Else what I can do? This dot get product, and for that one, what I can do? I'm going to provide this one. Okay, this total URL, that what I'm going to provide. Let's copy this and then giving it over there. Understood what I have done here? Tell me. Yes or no? Yes or no? Just I'm going to reuse some function. Okay, what I'm doing, get products by default, it will get all the data here. But whenever if the category is going to be a particular, then category changed will work. But when I'm user click on this particular home here, what happened? HTTPS. Okay, unnecessary. Now save it, and then you can see the problem here is if a user select the electronics, it's okay, and jewelry, it's okay, and men's clothing, it's okay, and women's clothing, it's okay. But earlier, if user has clicked on home, I am not getting anything, right? But if user click on home, now you see, am I able to get all the products or not? So for that, what I have done, you can see here, maybe I can add some item to the cart and then I can display like this. Now what I have done, when I simply right click on here and go to that inspect, how it is working, I'm going to show you by using this one. You can see that I'll go to my sources, Control P, remove item, or else let's say get app.component.ts. Okay, now you can see I'm going to call this category change here. Category change here. Now whenever if user has executed for the first time, it is getting all the data by connecting with the server, and it is going to be displayed it over there. Now you can see why sometimes we are not getting the data. Okay, we have like all the data which is available here, right? We have all the data which is available here. Now whenever if user has selected something and click on here, that means change the category, there you can see, am I able to get the category name here or not? See there, what is the category name we are having? Electronics is the category. Now it will verify that, press F10, it check that condition. Now the condition is going to be obviously false here, so that it is coming to there, and then it is going to get that particular category value. Now it is making a call and get all the data. Now suppose let's say if user has added some item here, when user click on here, then I'm going to add that particular item so that I can have a breakpoint and then click on add to cart button. Now you see it will get the item number as what? 9 or not? See there. Yes or no? In developer tools, you can observe that it is getting that item number as going to be 9, and then it is making a call to the server and get that particular item and then add that particular item to here. And what is the length here? If you can go to the prototype and somewhere you have the data also, data cart items, this dot cart items, if you can go, we have the push method. Now if I press F10, now you can see it is item is going to be added to the cart. Now it is getting changed here. When I click on OK, now you can see I'm able to see like one over here. And then when user click on here one more time, I'm able to see this one. I'm not following like I'm not, I told you, more proficient on the design part. Okay, that is where like it is coming like more odd when I'm decreasing my size. But if you are good, then you can like implement that as well. Now you see when user has removed an item, then you can see I'll select this one, and then I'm going to show you the remove button. When user click on remove, now you can see when user click on remove, now you can just come back here. Now you can see that it is getting that index. So what is that index we are having? 0. That means the first item only we are clicking on it so that it get it. And then it is asked me for the confirmation. Now, do you want to remove that item from the cart? Yes, I wanted to remove, so that if the flag is written true or false, true only, so that when I press F10, now the cart item is having one item here. Now this is that item. You can see category electronics and description is something. And we have from fake store API, we have the image and 64, and we do have the rating over there, and then following with the title that what we are having. Now, once if user plus F10, then you can see that item is going to be removed. Now, what is the length of the cart items now? 0. And then you can see cart items count initially 1, but now it is 0. So that 0 is getting assigned. Now cart item count is 0, but still it is not updated in UI. You can observe here because we are in the debugging mode. Once if you press that, then automatically it will be like that. It is like any debugging. If you want to do that, then this is the approach that what we are following. Any questions here? Any questions? Now for you, the assignments are, now you see I'm adding like, the items to here, right? I added like, the same item for 3 times, but in real time, is it going to display like that? No. What happened? Very good. That means if the item is going to be the same item, then what happened? It will increment the count. That's it. It will increment the count. That means number of items are going to be. Now what you guys have to do is, I'm going to write that. Okay. What you guys needs to do is, in between this, okay, in between that, just you can add a simple like, the toggle kind of like, spinner you can add where it is going to be +1 or -1. When user click on plus, same item is going to be added for one more time. When user click on minus, same item is going to be removed one more time. Okay, one time. Do you know like that, right? When I open, let's say Flipkart or any application, and if you can just take like any of an example, I'm just clicking on here. Now you see added to the cart. Now we have like this one. You can see there. When I give, let's say +1, then you see +3, +4, like that. When user click on minus, then it is going to be removed. Okay, just implement this functionality. That is the one. And the same time, suppose let's say in our application, I added 3 items, right? Each item is having some price is available. $695, $168. Generally, it's a dollar price. Okay, whatever, it doesn't matter to me. We have the dollar price. Okay, we have the dollar price is available. Okay, dollar price is available. Just based on that price, you have to display like, the total below. Total price has to be displayed over here. Just you can write total and then the price over here. So the first requirement is +1 -1, like that it will be. And second requirement is going to be display the total price over here. Just to this only, you can add the additional functionality, nothing apart from this. Okay. Are you going to complete this? First practice it, later you can add that implementation. Okay, don't add like, that implementation to this one. Whatever I shared with you. Right now I'm going to share with you, right? So don't like, open that and open with command prompt ngs-o. You don't give like that. You can write by yourself everything and then later you can add that functionality to that one. Okay. So that you can do. Just give me a minute, I'll upload. Google Class, not Classroom. Any doubts meanwhile, please ask me. What do you think about Angular? Is it difficult or easy? Easy only. Good. Easy when you are teaching. Difficult when we are practicing. Sample application. Okay, I'm going to provide like, the whole code here. And that assignment is what? Assignment, first one is going to be implement, add or remove items logic. Okay, items logic, that is the first one. Second one is going to be display total cart price at below the table. Okay, two assignments only, and try to complete it. I have uploaded like, difficult than backend. Okay, anyhow, but make sure like, complete this one. Practice it, otherwise there is no need of spending 2 days unnecessary. Otherwise I can go with like, 2 more concept, right? But if I spend some good time to give you like, all the concept like as one application mean, that definitely I'm thinking that you will be practiced. If you are not practiced, it's a waste of 2 days completely. Like that, we will be building another application also. Don't worry. I will show you, maybe I'll add few more concept again, 3 to 4 concept we'll learn. Then all together, one more application. At the end, one more application. Okay. So that's it for the day. Thank you and have a nice day. We'll continue tomorrow. Tomorrow is all about event binding. How to work with the events. For my sessions, it is not Kumar. Don't worry. Okay. Because I am also a part of real time, right? Don't worry. More it take 15 days to complete.